Ivan. Today we are going to learn about the novel July's People in A-level literature in brief. This July's People, very significant novel because that was written by Nadine Gordimer. Nadine Gordimer is supposed to be a mulatto. That means she had two identities, black and the white identity. And according to many readings, she was really brave enough to speak the challenges the black had to undergo during that time. And this July's people also signifies certain kind of a revolutionary spirit in the world also. When it comes to this novel, we call this is a fictional novel because some kind of a imaginary situation is going on, and this novel basically deals with this main character called July, and the relationship between July and the white family, that is Maureen Smalls. And July is the servant for Maureen Smalls and Bamford Smalls for nearly 15 years. So he was really a loyal servant, and according to this context, this because due to this anti-apartheid movement, this black people had to suffer many shortcomings, many problems. But when white people were overthrown by the black people, the white people did not get kind of a hostage, kind of a refuge. Therefore, these white people tried to move into the black people's places. So, this loyal servant, July, tries to protect the black family during this novel. Since this novel carries these main two parties, July has some partners called Martha. Martha was July's wife, and July's wife and Martha, they had a they didn't have much close relationship, but 2 years, once 2 years, July visits her place, his place in very far away place in Africa, in South Africa. So that is the thing. And July had a good friend called Daniel, and there is another character called Thief. And this Thief is very contradictory character because he likes whites control. So it's something about resistance of change. That means they like to be with the controlling forces. So it's something about Stockholm syndrome. So we call that is Stockholm syndrome. That is a kind of a psychological problem. That means they like to be controlled by the white forces. So that is the chief character. And there are some other characters called Lydia for in terms of July's relationship, and the mother is their July's mother. And July is really a loyal servant, and is a caretaker of Maureen Smalls and Bamford Smalls when they are in trouble. And this Maureen Smalls and Bamford Smalls, they had three children. One is Victor, the oldest son. The second one is Gina, dark blue eyes, and independent daughter. And there is another son that is called Royce. So these are the three characters for a white family. Again, I'll repeat: Victor, Gina, and Royce. And according to this, the novel, the character setting is like this. And when it comes to the this reading, we have to very closely read about the African Caribbean writing pattern. And basically the helicopter at the end of the novel, it gives kind of a foreshadow of the prophecy of a certain kind of a revolution in the world. And also this novel carries certain primitive beliefs of the South African people, especially in terms of their cultural norms like that. And also we need to focus on about 1971 Soweto. Soweto is a social uprising during that period in South Africa. So it's a kind of a turning point event in this novel. And in this novel also we need to focus some more basic themes like salvation, because this July becomes a salvation for this white family. So it's a very good thing. I mean, this loyal quality we can see from the character of July. And the power. The power also, we can see the power changes. At one time, these Maureen Smalls and Bamford Smalls had more power, more privileges, more luxurious life. And when it come to the power of the white black people, they overthrow the white power. Then July people got the more power. So the theme of power you can understand from this novel. And primitive beliefs of South African cultural norms and racial hierarchy, because the black and the white, the we call binary opposition. The binary opposition we can call it as a kind of a racial hierarchy in this novel. And also propinquity. Propinquity means the proximity. Proximity means the close relationship between the July and the Maureen Smalls and Bamford Small. They were very close to these partners. So that is we call propinquity. And liberal hypocrisy. So it's some kind of a novel that we can see about some freedom. I mean, they speaks about certain freedom in terms of July's people. So that is about liberal hypocrisy and black liberation, because these July people get the power at the latter part of the story. So that also we can call as black liberation. And communication, always there's a problem with their language, because these are English people and their language is African. So when they come to the communication, they have a problem in communication. So that is we call phanagla. So that is a kind of a lingua franca, because they need to find a link language to have the communication. So that is also very important in terms of when we are studying about this novel. And also we have to see about the patriarchal power in the African society, because African society is considered to be male dominant society. Because of this male dominance, they are considered about the patriarchy and the matriarchy. Matriarchy means the mother has the sole authority of taking care of the family. So that theme also we need to study when it comes to African geographical settings. And the another one is materialism. When it comes to this July's family, they didn't have much materials. They had a yellow bakkie, and they were I mean traveling through this yellow bakkie for nearly 3 days for 600 kilometers like that. So it's like a less materials in African settings, and they have very hut, like very primitive houses like that. But when it comes to this Maureen Smalls and Bamford Small, they had luxurious apartment, they have luxurious houses like that. So materialism also plays in conjunction with these two disparities. And colonizer versus colonized, that's also very significant, because this at the first part of this novel we see this Maureen Smalls and Bamford Small, they represent the white people and they are the colonizer, and these July people, very innocent people, becomes the colonized in terms of the beginning of the novel. And also we have to see about certain things like African cultural norms like body and sexuality, like that also seriously we can understand, because they have that primitive way of dressing pattern in it come to Martha, more sexually oriented. And conflict and reconciliation also we can see when it come to the fighting of the black and the white, and the reconciliation between July's and this family like that. And also when we look at the techniques, the third person narrative voice plays a very important role, and the realism, most and the customs also plays. And leitmotif themes are repeated to signify, because certain times the themes are repeated in this novel, that is we call leitmotif. And cultural clash also we can see in this novel. And there are certain symbols like as I said, that the helicopter symbolizes a kind of a revolution in this Africa, and the Becky also symbolizes freedom that they express like that. And irony also plays a key role here. White liberalism, salvation, power struggle, chief, and the position. Those are somewhat ironical situations. And metaphors also we find birds like metaphors, the freedoms like that. And similes also, imageries plays a kind of a key role in this novel. and like helicopter is a very powerful image at the climax of the novel. So those are some of the key concerns. So when I summarize that one, the character relationships and the background of the author's information, and the settings of the certain themes and issues, and certain narrative techniques like that, those are some of the key concerns when it comes to the July's people. We'll see some more information in next video series also. This is Indica English Academy. You can subscribe, you can share videos. So prepare well, work hard, and win your life goals. That is my aim. I go on.